Not approving the recommendation for promotions actually creates a ripple effect through the force that makes us far less ready than we need to be.
Now, more drama unfolded yesterday as Tuberville blocked a bid by Massachusetts Democrat Elizabeth Warren, yes, that Elizabeth Warren, to allow the 184 military promotions to move forward over Tuberville's objection.
One senator is personally standing in the way of promotions for 184 of our top-level military leaders. One senator is holding up pay raises for men and women in uniform. One senator is blocking key senior military leaders from taking their posts. One senator is jeopardizing America's national security.
Now, Tuberville responded by sort of changing his rationale, saying that there were too many high-ranking military officials, now suggesting that was his reason for single-handedly holding up all the nominees for promotion to one-star general and admiral and above.
Experts have known for more than a decade that the military is top-heavy. We do not suffer from a lack of generals. When my dad served in World War II, we had one general for every 6,000 troops. Think about that, one for every 6,000. Now we have one general for every 1,400 enlisted service members. Today we have more admirals than we have ships. Let me repeat that. We have more admirals in our military as we have ships. Yet the Democrat side of the aisle is in panic that we don't have enough admirals. It just doesn't make sense.
Now, some, mostly on the far-right think tanks, have complained about a top-heavy military before. But Tuberville's clearly not focused on that issue so much as he is on this abortion fight. He can't both say, I warned Secretary Austin I would do this over the new abortion leave policies, and then insist, well, actually, that's not why I'm doing it. Considering the GOP has long been seen as more pro-military than Democrats, it's sort of a bizarre turn of events. Seems like a terrible political issue for Tuberville, both from the military perspective and the abortion one. Joining me now, Paul Reichoff, political and national security analyst, served in the Iraq War. He's the host of the Independent Americans podcast. Thanks very much for coming on the program. Appreciate it.
Great to be here.
So what is the practical impact of these promotions not going through?
Dan, this is why people hate politics. You've got a politician on a personal political crusade who's thrown a monkey wrench in the entire Pentagon while we're trying to support a war in Ukraine, defend national security, and support our troops all around the country and around the world. It's going to freeze people in place. If you're an admiral on a ship, if you're a senior officer on a post, you can't leave. You can't rotate back to the States. You can't go to another post in Korea or somewhere else. Your family's frozen. It basically stops the rotation of personnel across the entire senior military leadership around the world. And it never happens. This is entirely unusual. It's I think, irresponsible. I think it is reckless. And at the end of the day, you've got an argument between Secretary Austin, a retired general, and a former football coach. Tommy Tuberville knows football. He knows football fields. He doesn't know battlefields. I'm going to trust the retired general. I'm going to trust the Secretary of Defense, and I'm going to trust the troops on the ground. I've been one of them myself.
And I'd assume you'd say that regardless of what you think about the abortion debate.
Yeah, I mean, if you have an issue with abortion, take that somewhere else. Don't throw a monkey wrench in the entire Pentagon when we're trying to support warfare. I mean, this is really not even a Republican position. This is a really radical, isolated tactic. It's kind of like a temper tantrum on behalf of abortion by Tuberville, and it's a stunt. And I think he's going to suffer politically for it. I think it's bad policy. And I'll tell you something else. I served in basic training in Fort McClellan, Alabama. There are people in Alabama being held up who are being stopped from promotions, military families in Alabama that are being impacted. I think he's going to be hearing from him in the next couple of weeks.
Of course, he's a senator from Alabama. Let me